Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first here. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
Really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
They come to the line for a third and very long here on the opening drive. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Missouri Tigers offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. Going to run it. It's Jones. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
They begin with a quick throw to the left. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Handoff from the shotgun. Makes a nice move there. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he could do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Hard running there, breaking tackles. Touchdown, Georgia. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Always looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught quickly. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On the run, it's Etienne. Gets past the tackler into open space now. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking to pass here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Missouri. Made the defense look slow that time. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone on this possession. On 1st down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Throws it to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Looking for his big tight end. He pulls in the catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Incomplete for a 3rd straight running.
3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incompletion sets up a 3rd down now for this offense. Back to pass. It's Rashada. It's a short completion of the big tight end. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Bulldogs will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Always looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Catch made. Looking for the goal line. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rashada. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
Grab down the middle. It's Humphreys. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive. Points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to pass here. Under heavy pressure. Hit as he throws it. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown Tigers. Oh, and a shootout developing.
What a touchdown here by this offense. I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Off the play fake on first down. The short completion of the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
This quarterback didn't have much time at all. I thought it was going to be an easy sack for the defense, but he shows you his strength and his athletic ability and instincts to be able to pull out of that, somehow avoid the sack and get rid of the ball.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Dogs are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they get him down after the completion. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point makes the lead 6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Always looking to throw. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, Missouri. Early fireworks from both offenses.
These boys are showing no let-up. They continue to be aggressive, and it's brought them all the way back. They tie the game. They're an extra point away from taking the lead, and a ton of belief going in at halftime.
Extra point puts them in front by 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
And the Bulldogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And you get the second half started with the running play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. He hands it off from the gun. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
To the air, it's Rashada. Catch hauled in here over the middle. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
The freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. The returner is brought down. Gets us started with the next drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the +48.
I'd love to to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. Come to the line for a second down and very short now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No huddle now for the offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. The Bulldogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some move. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this, but they just couldn't come up with the execution.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Third down play for this offense. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. It's QB sneak. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down coming up after that running play. And the call is a quarterback sneak. They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's stuck just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running a quarterback sneak here.
Well, the old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.